Good afternoon. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Tiffany Kenny, First Warning meteorologist Sandra Shaw, joining us now with the latest on what is a very quiet start to the first day of hurricane season. Sandra.
All right, we are blessed because there have been years when we've gotten a head start on this, and that's not the case this year. I mean, we do have some convection. That means some showers and thunderstorms in a disorganized fashion near the Bay of Campeche and in the Gulf, but there is nothing over us right now that has any sort of spin to it, and a lot of that is because we've seen some Saharan dust that's filtering in. Off the shoreline, yes, there are some showers and storms, but no waves out there have the potential for development right now, so we're in the all clear, very quiet in the open tropical Atlantic, and the tropical development zone is what we look at off of Africa. We have dust that is really widespread exiting the Saharan desert now, and that is moving and traversing across as opposed to the tropical storms. And so far so good. The dust does squelch any tropical formation, so it looks pretty good as we begin things.
All right, Sandra, thank you. And of course, today marks the official start of hurricane season. And Sandra, it is expected to be a slower season due to El Nino, but we continue to stress that all it takes is one storm.
That's true. I mean, that's absolutely true because Andrew hit, that was a terrible hurricane, a Category 5 in Homestead when it was an El Nino year, and that was the first storm. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration anticipates up to 14 named storms for the 6-month season. That begins, of course, today. Between 3 and 6 are expected to become hurricanes, and 3 to 5 of them are expected to reach Category 3 or greater.
Our First Warning meteorologist, Glenn Glazer, joining us now from Miami at the National Hurricane Center.
And many experts on this are gathering with the media and focusing on getting the community prepared. Glenn, what's the message that everybody's been telling you this morning?
Well, Sandra, you and Tiffany just touched on it, and the main message today was it only takes one storm. One storm, it doesn't matter how low or how active a hurricane season is expected to be, as Tiffany mentioned, because of El Nino, or at least a developing El Nino that is still in a neutral phase, hasn't quite developed yet. It is expected to be a lower season, a decreased season when it comes to storms. But if you look at those numbers from NOAA and even from Colorado State University, they're not too far off from the average numbers, and it does only take one storm to impact you. It could be, there could be 6 storms in a season like there were in the season with Andrew. There could be 20 storms out there, but if only one of those storms makes its way toward you, you need to be prepared. That's why a day like today here at the National Hurricane Center, a media day where we get all the media together, we get people together from FEMA and the Coast Guard and emergency management from all over the area, and of course the folks from National Hurricane Center, all to talk about it. It's just a really crucial day to get the information out there. I talked with Maria Torres, she's a communications officer for NOAA, and she was telling me how important a media day like this is.
It's super important to have a media day, especially when we can come together from the media and our partners to discuss the importance of preparedness. This is the time to do so. It's not waiting until the last minute. We're trying to bring that awareness to people. We're starting with the kickoff of the 2026 hurricane season, and we want people to be ready and prepared.
I mean, just incredible information today, and some other quick notes I took during the press conference they just had. I'm going to go back inside in a minute here and interview the director of the National Hurricane Center, as well as folks in charge of emergency and warning coordination and storm surge. But some things I didn't even think about that they brought up in the meetings. There are a lot of big things happening during hurricane season this year, including the FIFA World Cup, part of which is going to be down in Miami, so they have to prepare for that. You have a lot of 250th United States anniversary 4th of July celebrations coming up that will all be during hurricane season. And something else that was really being stressed by emergency management, and this is for folks who may not have been down here that long or have just moved down here, flood insurance. Flood insurance is crucial, but what you might not know is that when you purchase flood insurance, and everybody down here should try to get flood insurance if you can, because it's usually not covered under your regular policies, flood insurance doesn't go into effect until 30 days after you purchase the policy. So if you see a storm coming and you say to yourself, "Ooh, I better go out and get flood insurance," guess what? Even if you buy it that day, it's going to be 30 days before the policy becomes active. So there's a lot of preparation that goes into hurricane season, not just getting your kit together, but that forward thinking about what to do if a storm comes our way. So we'll have a lot more today at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and 6 p.m. I'm going to go back inside right now and talk to some of these folks inside the National Hurricane Center, and I will send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Glenn, looking forward to seeing your reports later today. Well, the Office of Emergency Management in Palm Beach County is testing its storm storm readiness. The agency will conduct a full-scale hurricane exercise today. The drill will include first responders from across the county. It will simulate a major hurricane making landfall. Staff will prepare for the impacts both before and after the storm, as well as potential resource issues in the area. It's happening at the Palm Beach County Emergency Operations Center right now, and we'll have more on the exercise coming up at 5:30 this afternoon. And as